So I thank Okpebholo for his emotional intelligence. That is more important. You could have PhD, that is hard skill. But if you don't have soft skills, if you don't have emotional intelligence nowadays, you won't be able to know that, oh, this worker needs motivation. And look at, he's a servant leader. And being a servant leader is growing other people, is close to them, reachable, making them to be future leaders also, not just like military professionalism, military precision. This is lieutenant, this is major, this is the ranking. No, he's a servant leader. But our society, most people hardly respect humility. But some worship politicians that are seasonal. They seasonal, they come during elections, spread money, this. They go. These are your oppressors. These are the causes of your problem. So Monday is down to earth, is close to the people, there's more participatory democracy, it wants to reach out. Yeah, and I believe after the election, if he wins, it's still going to be reachable. If it's not reachable, I'm going to hold my co-honorable responsible. There are people.
Talking about honorable, you know, the Adolo of Oromi is heavily in support, is backing.
And he's reachable.
Yeah, Monday Okpebholo, and you know that when he was in office, he was walking on that road. I remember you were in Nigeria going to school in Ekpoma when he was in office. You remember that Benin Auchi Road was always under constant maintenance. Oh, after 2015,
FEMA.
Yeah. FEMA, they just stopped it. So we are very happy now that is about being a thing of the past. Work is commencing there, and then the Udomi Unewa Road
work has
commenced already.
Thank you for reminding me. I saw it. Work is going on. A lot of people have been abandoned as if they're not part of ESA. They're not accessible to me, all those deep down. They're not far away from Uromi, but no motorable road. No motorable road. And that is where you see some agricultural produce. We getting them. There's land there. There's farming and no, but no road. I'm so happy Monday Okpebholo is paying attention to that. Yeah. So if he becomes a governor, he will have more power over the budget to do things. I will advise him to do things across those states. Yeah. Obaseki is limited to Benin City. Yeah. That is what I see.
Yeah. So, Clement, just to end, we were talking about, you were talking about agenda and really walking the talk. So we were talking about AAU Ekpoma, the state it is now, and the abandonment and neglect from the present governor, Governor Obaseki. And we also made mention of the Benin Esa Abuja Road, and then the Onewada Monday is looking at. Beaming, he has promised to reduce the school fees of AAU the moment he gets into office, and then really beam his satellite into having a total, complete overhaul of whatever the problems are, the challenges of the school. That was where we left what we were talking about when you left, and then you've come back now. So I think we'll end with that with you. Just
right. Okay. So that's internet connection, but the winner. of AAU would have given you a lot of background on that. One of the things besetting our is leadership, the manner of the chief executive of the state, leaders to our institution, whether by importing commissioners, economic advisors, or even, at this case, importing professors from other systems in which these are some of the issues. And I think also that decay in Edo State in the last 8 years, sorrowful. And you can recall from 1999, even at the inception of the democratic experiment, what we call the democratic experiment, and this was permanently represented very well at the state and federal level. And you recall the Benin City bypass, a lot of the roads in Uromi, even the Benin Auchi Road, the Uromi Agbo Road, Benin Wari Road, Benin Asaba Road were all constructed by the then Minister of Work, Chief Tony Aneni. You know, he did show leader of the PDP in South, but in Nigeria, he was able to represent Edo very well at the federal level and make sure those federal presence were well felt. And then after that, we had Minister Michael Onolimeme, and he also, you know, would be done and what needed to be done with the Oreshadamu Bini Expressway reconstructed. Internal federal roads in Benin City from 5 Junction, the notorious 5 Junction, was constructed, even though my comrade try and chip in. I will say chip in because these are people with examples that have worked for Edo people for years, the last 8 years of Obaseki. All he has been doing is antagonizing, not in my opinion, not productively. I remember when Ambrose Ali was the governor of Bender State, he challenged the federal government of Shehu Shagari was going to of Bender State was the first governor to put that derivation on the map. He came and tried to do different things, but when Obasanjo came in, I gave 13% derivation to the South states. I'm trying to tell you that when, as a governor of Edo State, challenge in order to bring resources to Edo, don't challenge for Edo. Buhari administration, the roads were. What Obaseki did was to put signboard everywhere. I'm talking about that to control has been able to do in 1 year. As a senator, not a chief, but as a senator, he has mobilized federal presence. He went to the vice president, the Okpebholo is now seriously under reconstruction and palliative care. The session from Ewu is another very major one that they will begin palliative. Remember that even state governments, because of the welfare of their people, if you really care about your people, use the resources of the state to ameliorate, do palliative on the road. And the federal government always reimburse states who have done that. Many states have constructed federal roads, but Obaseki refused.
He refused.
He didn't care about the people. And then, Okpebholo, you have mentioned all the roads that they are building now, all of the forgotten villages, and some of them, you know, you have to construct this road well because of erosion. It's not just to go and pour quota in the middle of the bush and say you have done road. No, you must actually lead construction, so that the way Ogbemudia constructed our road in the Midwest and Bender State, that is the way we want to remember Senator Okpebholo. When he comes in as governor, this is our advice to him, and this is what I believe he has in this federal presence.
All right, Clement, I can see that the network is not very good where you are in Nigeria. So I think this is a discussion that we continue from now till election time, and even afterwards, because we have to hold, when Okpebholo comes into office, we have to hold him accountable of all the promises that he's making, ensuring that he walks the talk. That is very important. It's not just making the promise, because like you said before, you can write fanciful words, talk about amazing agenda, but nothing is done. So we want a situation where you make promise and you fulfill them. Unlike 2020, Governor Baseki, I watched that video yesterday when he went to Romeo and said, I will give you water, I will give you roads, I will give you dates. But today, we can't even mention one. We do not know one that he has done.